welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we want to start into a raid series, namely the Shadow of Mhach. And I do this through a New Game Plus because, yeah, it's easier for me. And the battles are instants anyway, so... We begin here in Ishgard in front of a airship port with this unquiet trader. You have a look of a lass who's seen a fair share of trouble. Maybe you'd be willing to help me with mine. I need a capable sword to head into the Sea of Clouds and track down my missing airship. I had to mortgage my soul to get that vessel built, so winning the contract to ferry supplies out to Cloudtop was a real weight off my mind. But it seems my luck ended there. My ship was due back in Ishgard bells ago, and I've been praying for a glimpse of her sails ever since. I can't help fearing the worst. What if she's run afoul of sky pirates? My creditors will have a pounds of flesh. You think me feel foolish to fear piracy so far above the waves? Well, let me tell you that no honest merchant is safe now that airship production has, if you will excuse the pun, taken off. Any scoundrel with a sack of coin and a vague sense of direction can terrorize the skies. And yes, this new beat of buccaneers like to paint themselves as dashing explorers braving the unknown, but the truth of their nature is right there in the name. Sky Pirates. Given half a chance, they strip your ship of every last scrap of cargo and cry "Yah-ha-ha!" as they launch you screaming over the rails. I've heard the stories. Please, you must make haste to Camp Cloudtop. That's where the shipment was bound, and inquire as to the fate of my poor ship. Oh, and my poor helmsman. Ask Wantremont. He'll know, if any man does. Get me to Cloudtop. A supply airship has gone missing, you say? Well, that would explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. I did in fact spy a vessel chartering an erratic course northward a short while ago, but as it seemed disinclined to make port here, I paid it little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I have witnessed naught else of interest. I suggest you investigate the landmass to the north. Rest assured, I will send word if I spy any other sign of our errant supply ship. Some bit to the north. We'll make some good coin from this hole, and then we'll see if this fool's worth a ransom. Eight, I say. These villains mean to plunder my cargo. What have we got here then? Think you're some sort of hero, do you? Well then, you won't mind if we mates here join the fun. Make for a more heroic tale, won't it? The tale of how 3 sky pirates fed a meddling little shite to her own bloody eyes. What? Oh god, I know that ship. It's... So, yeah, the Scrax has been dragging our good name through the mud. You wet Beleofat. We ain't done naught to you or yours. What do you want with us? I think I made my position pretty clear. You take on the mantle of Sky Pirate. You agree to a certain code of conduct. And codes ain't worth much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, Lads, you're making us look bad, and we can't have that. No hard feelings, though, eh? Not bad. Oh, thank you, Mr. Leofard. Thank you. I'm certain my master will wish to repay you. If your employer does business in Ishgard, he likely knows a merchant or two that trades with me associates. Tell him to say it's for Leofard, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As for your adventure, it ain't often someone beats me to the scene, but then I expect not less from a hero such as yourself. Serenia? That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know too many other lasses with one of the marvelous mana cutters the Ironwork screamed up. Well then, it seems you've saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I'd been hoping to have a word with you, you see. Alright. I'll put it to you straight. I need someone to help out with a little venture I have in mind. Someone used to taking a few risks. Now, this wouldn't be no black-hearted brigand work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curse just now, I don't hold with robbing honest folk. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is all about freedom. The freedom to go where you will, to find out what lies beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of a name, then look for me standard in the northern reaches of a blue window. Someone will be waiting there to greet you. And quite a bit to the north, just before the exit to the Western Highlands, is where we need to go. That's far enough, stranger. If you value your life, tell me true. Did you stumble across this marker by chance, or are you here by invitation? I'm here by invitation. That make you the hero the captain said to watch out for. Well met. My name is Stacia. Leofard would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like his bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Anyway, my thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you'd follow me, I'd take you to the Red-Bill's nest. That looks pretty cool. Someone spent some effort. And I'm here with a mana cutter. I come to you in person, and you still refuse my offer? Arrogant fool! On the subject of arrogance, Radlia, I bow to your superior knowledge, but that's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I've told you 1,000 times before, I ain't no one's lackey. But my dear Leofard, how else do you propose to survive an expedition into the ghost ship? I would fear for my life with naught but your feeble crewmates at my back. While I'd fear for me life with your mangy crew at my back, On account of them being murderous, untrustworthy bastards to a man. I thought you cleverer than this, Red Bill. But no matter. I always get what I want in the end. 'Tis merely a question of method. Now, there's a face I've not seen before. You don't have the look of one of Leofard's little birds. She's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know, when someone is invited, instead of just bursting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. It was Radlia, captain of the Talons. She knows Leofard's the best sky pirate alive, and the fact he won't join her sticks in her craw. Are you gonna let him talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them Red Bill some respect. Patience. When all of this is over, we shall see who rules the skies. Rather successful? Oh there, hero. I promised you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have. For we plan to board the Sea of Clouds' very own ghost ship. Or what Fox has been taken to calling one anyway. Every day for the past few weeks has brought with it a new sighting of a self-same vessel, a massive airship of queer design adrift on the wind. Being a curious lot, there were a few buccaneers who tried exploring below decks, but not one of them has been seen since, and so naturally they're saying the ship is cursed. Well, haunted. Like I said, an honest-to-God's ghost ship. My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Allagans, but we won't know for sure till we have ourselves a good poke around inside and liberate whatever ancient treasures she's got moldering away in her hold, of course. But before we start dividing up the spoils, we got to find the damn thing, which is why I've been working on a special new device. Finding her will be the easy part. What we can't do without is a veteran explorer what ain't afraid to fling herself face first in the jaws of danger. Now, I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all, but strip away the fame and glory and I wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what say you, Serenia? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at the sight of the Red Bills? Then it's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate Utata. She's been working on a way to track the vessel. That's the little one here. Greetings. The name's Utata. I suppose you'd call me the Red Bill's Chief of Engineering. Smithing, carpentry, magitech. If it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect me to waving a cutlass and swinging over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, that's what we have you for. To rule the skies. Well met, ladies and gentle pirates. Now that we appear to have our hero, I'm happy to report we've overcome the last obstacle to boarding the ghost ship. Meaning your project is proceeding as planned? That it is, Captain. I knew this would be the perfect place to take readings. The scant amounts of background air make it easy to follow the derelict's trail. The ghost ship has what Utata tells us is a unique etheric signature. She's been building a device that can sniff out this particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it the ectocompass. It's allowed me to collect some solid data on a vessel's movements and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly for the clouds for us. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utata, you'd best stay here out of harm's way. Keep an eye on them aether trails, huh? Aye, Captain. Grab an armload of treasure for me. Now, we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us on that cursed hulk, Serenia. So you'd best bring along a few mates, what you know you can trust. Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you'll be going in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will be guarding the rear, just in case Radley and her brood decide to stick their beaks in where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, it should not get past us, so you can concentrate on carving a path into the ship's belly. An honest-to-God's ghost ship. This is gonna be an adventure and a half. And with that here, we would unlock the Duty Finder option, Voidark. This is a raid. And here we are, landing at the Voidark. Yes, this is an alliance raid. Yay for not Crystal Tower! You're welcome, everyone. Because I listed for this. Wherever Griffins swam. And off into the vacuum cleaner. Our path and the teleport point in case we fail. And our first boss, Setters. Lightning AoEs usually means paralyze effects. Sure, you can take all of them if you want. Ambulance. Hide under the boss. And who goes in? Who stays out? We are thrown out, and Wood is thrown in. And so yeah, one of the groups is in there. Which one is it? I can't click them. Who knows? When it's kill the ads in time or die. A simple clear ads room. What kind of mechanic here I'm not knowing? This took unusually long. And our second boss, here's Heavensward und Swordtooth. Okay, you take Swordtooth and best do not get in there. If you get hit by these gluey things, you get stunned and people need to walk between the people you are connected with to get rid of a... what is it? Libby Wines? Thanks. Now, when this happens, you hide from Sawtooth behind a missile. And the shockwave storm comes, and you don't, then you're dead. Careful, AoEs. And clean up. Die already. Look who we have here. Diabolos. How did he escape?
Meddling mortals, arise and taste vengeance, my ravenous creatures.
Everything takes a round. Actually hard in an alliance way to look around. Our third boss, Chuchulain. The delectable aroma of terror. Long has it been since last I feasted. Tentacles. Permanent bleeding effects during this fight. Idol of impurity. Nope. I gorged one fear and spewed forth his bile. All shall be tainted with pestilence. Kill him.
No, it cannot be. I am endless as the stars.
You would intrude upon the Queen's very bedchamber. Only agonizing death can cure such temerity. Such plump souls ready for the harvest. Stop running, we want to cuddle. The faithful shall be throttled in serpent coils. Our boss splits into the 3 pieces we saw in the beginning. Every one of the tanks takes one and splits them apart. Further away they are, the better. Return to me, my wayward claws. Come, my children, there's mortal blood to spill. Petrification, you look away. Or be frozen for several seconds. So close. Come on. Show back up so we can finish you.
My queen, may your shadow fall over all.
The Queen's bedchamber is no longer sealed. Okay, and I end this episode right here, and we continue next episode with a cutscene following when you leave a dungeon. Wait, sorry. Minion.